the max, and you're listening to DJ Larry Vee on Freestyle Music Radio.
Hey, what's up? This is George Anthony, and you're listening to my boy, DJ Larry Vee on FMR. Keep it locked.
Playing the best in freestyle music. DJ Larry Vee.
Keeping freestyle music alive.
It's just a freestyle free for all.
FMR. Social media's #1 freestyle station. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
New school freestyle. New school freestyle on the hottest station, Freestyle Music Radio.
Hey, what's up? This is George Anthony, and you're listening to my boy, DJ Larry Vee on FMR. Keep it locked.
We're 3 to the max, and you're listening to DJ Larry Vee on Freestyle Music Radio.
What's up, everyone? How you doing out there? It's your boy DJ Larry Vee. Another edition of Freestyle Music Radio. Today we're gonna have Miguel Reyes live. Miguel Reyes will be live in the building. That's right. We'll be talking to him about all his hits. That's right.
When I first met you, I was amazed.
This is a remix, 3 to the Max.
It was a moment that I'll never
Featuring
forget.
George Anthony. I hope you like it.
There wouldn't
Here we go, here we go.
another. When you smiled, when you looked at me, and right then, that's where I wanted to be. I knew there wouldn't be another. I knew my love, it was you. My love, it was you. I knew my love, it was you. It was always you. You're so amazing. Your love's captivating. I knew it was you. Yeah. Come on. Just the thought of you makes my day. I need you in my life in every way. I knew we'd end up together. So many ways to show you all my love. The hours in a day are not enough. I knew we'll make it last forever. I knew my love, it was you. My love, it was you. I knew my love, it was you. It was always you. You're so amazing. Your love's captivating. I knew it was you. Your love's captivating. Your love's captivating. Let's go. Let's go. Captivating. 3 to the max. I knew my love, it was you. My love, it was you. I knew my love, it was you. It was always you. You're so amazing. Your love's captivating. I knew it was you. Another Valentine production. I knew my love, it was you. My love, it was you. I knew my love, it was you. It was always you. You're so amazing. Your love's captivating. I knew it was you. I knew it was you. From the first time that I saw you, it was you. Girl, I knew you were the one. You're my love, you're my life. You mean everything to me.
fuck. That's kryptonite. That's fresh. That's kryptonite. That's fresh. That's kryptonite. I be on that kryptonite. Straight up on that kryptonite. I be on that, straight up on that. I be. That's kryptonite.
New school freestyle on the hottest station, Freestyle Music Radio.
New School Freestyle. New School Freestyle. Freestyle Music Radio.
Fences took me for granted now. Face the consequences. Everything's wrong, nothing is right. Can't go on living this life. Love is broken, compromise. Refuse to stay by your side. I'm no longer feeling your vibe. I won't settle, it's my life. Willing to sacrifice. 'Cause your love for me is like kryptonite. Lost my power to love, will to fight. Make me feel so weak. Barely can breathe. You're toxic in every way. Toxic in every way. 'Cause your love for me is like kryptonite. Lost my power to love, will to fight. Make me feel so weak. Barely can breathe. You're toxic in every way.
Spanking new music. Right here. DJ Larry Vee.
Hey, 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 it's your girl Deneen, and you're listening to the one and only, my friend, DJ Larry Vee from Freestyle Music Radio.
New School Freestyle. New School Freestyle. Freestyle Music Radio.
Spanking new music. Right here. DJ Larry Vee.
I talk and you just pretend. You hear
gets busy.
Don't say another thing, 'cause let's leave your lips easy. And I know what I am worth before you speak a word. Say what you wanna say, it don't mean a thing to me. You got no can't stand when you talk. I'll do what I gotta do. Get up, get away from you. Wake up, know that I can't stand when you talk. La 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 la. That's all I hear when you talk. La 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 la. That's all I hear when you talk.
Oh, yeah, what's up, Freestyle freaks out there? How you doing? We got Nashali. Nashali, I'm going to start charging you rent, you know what I'm saying? Because you always in my house. You're always in my house. You come in like in the middle of the morning, middle of the night. You just pop in. Hey, I'm here. What's up, girl? How you doing?
I'm doing great. I hope everyone is doing great and enjoying their Saturday here with Larry Vee on the ones and twos, spinning it just for you.
How's your record doing? How's your record doing?
My record is doing excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. It is being played all over. Yes.
It's amazing. It's an amazing song, amazing song. I can't wait when I get back from vacation next week, but 2 weeks from now, because I'm going on vacation. You're going to let me play Joe Magic's song, right? I better be the first. Hello?
So we let him be first? I'm kidding. Yes, you will be first unless otherwise.
Let me tell you something. If I'm not first, you're not going to get your song played no more. Just joking, just joking. It's all good. Wait a minute, you're going to help me do some shout-outs. We got a lot of people on Facebook. Let's shout them out.
Yeah, shout out to Eddie Berto. Shout out to Jason. Hey, Jason. I know Jason. I see that name all the time. Yvette. Berto. Max Guzman. What's up? I was down there, Max. Max. Down. Oh, my goodness. Evie Z. Chinky. What's up? DJ Personal, what's up? He used to play my record. Well, used to what? Wait, that's past tense. It's still in present. Play my record, boy. Oh, DJ Mario, what's up? Erica, how you doing, love? And Yvette, yeah, I got all of them. Yes, y'all check it out. I already did them. You did Mario? Yes. Come get this second chance at love. Y'all need to be playing my song. Come on, get me on number one. Come on. Franco, what's up? I'm a little blind here. Louis Enrique. How you doing? Yes. Hector Garcia, how you doing, Hector? Thank you for chiming in. FMR DJs, hello everyone. Yes, hello to you too. Who else is on here? Willie Colon, what's up, Willie? Yes, I just finished hearing Kryptonite. Yes, it is. Love it. Let me see who else is out here. TikTok. DJ Jalex. Alex. Oh, I'm sorry. How you doing? June and Rolo. Gio. Hey, Gio, you know I've been calling you. You better answer my call or at least return my call, bruh. Franco, how you doing? Jay Della, how you doing? Juanito, Lala. LOL, Veras. Okay.
Thank you. My co-host, so she been moving in little by little, I guess. You know it's September 2nd, right? You're late. September 1st.
Oh, I want to give a happy birthday shout out to Baron Lopez. Yes, it's his birthday. Baron, if you hear this, happy birthday, love.
That's right. And Pedro. We can't forget Pedro from Freestyle Music Magazine. It's his birthday, too. That's right. Mad love going out to everybody who has a birthday out there. Remember, put your comments up if you want to say something or you want to talk about anything. Right now, we're going to go into the old school set, and then we'll get back into the new school. And around 3:30, 3:45, Miguel Reyes should be getting here. We'll talk about his songs, his music, his career, where he's going, and what he's doing, all right? Here we go. Remember this one? I bet you guys remember this one, huh? Ford featuring Noel. I like this one. When I Find True Love. Shout out to my wife, La Amazing Nena, out there. She'll be here shortly, too. Here we go. What's up, Chris? Chris is in the building. What's up?
Get ready for the baddest, hottest, most dangerous radio station on the web.
Freestyle Music Radio.
Remember the first time you were listening to freestyle music and you got hooked like a junkie? Well, don't worry. Freestyle Music Radio has your fix. 24 hours, 365 days. Freestyle Music Radio.
Another old school hit with DJ Larry Vee.
When you hold me
all these years, after all the love we shared, I still shed
Hey, it's your girl Denise, and you're listening to the one and only, my friend, DJ Larry Vee from Freestyle Music Radio.
Oh, yeah. Woo. That was Deneen with Tears Shed. That's right. Up next is Cynthia. Ya tu sabe. Don't forget, it's going down October 6th. October 6th is going down at the Hard Rock Cafe, Daytona Beach. That's right. It's going down with CC Music Factory. Cynthia Suave. That's right. Hosted by Sal Apatello. All brought to you by Crystals. Melly Production. You don't want to miss this event. It's hot. It's a banger. Shout out to everybody out there that showed up at Jungle Island. What's up? Shout out to Freestyle Music Magazine. They did their thing out there. Shout out to Jorge Santana out there from Miami. Charlie Rodriguez killed it out there with 2,200 plus people in the building. That's right. Quick shout out to Jahira. Omi, I see you. Amber Ortiz, what's up? Jason Mandarin. Also, Rack Attack is in the building. Pretty soon, we're waiting for the arrival for Miguel Reyes. He's on his way over here to the Freestyle headquarters. Do me a favor, share it up, share it with your friends. You know what I'm saying? Show us some love. We're going to continue on with some more old school. It's Cynthia, Love Me Tonight. And she's performing October 6th.
Old school hit with DJ Larry Vee.
Oh yeah, quick shout going out to DJ Orlando out there. What's up? Willie Colon, Jahara Rodriguez, Lisa Greengrass is in the building. Jaja Nanny, I see y'all. Miguel Reyes is in the building, people. Miguel Reyes is in the building.
This is Natalia, and you're listening to DJ Larry Vee on Freestyle Music Radio.
I spend my nights crying, drowning in tears, holding on to us. But I gave my heart, but love disappeared. Now I know this much. Now I'm standing strong, and I will survive. 'Cause I found what I'm searching for, a love that is mine and no longer yours. But the question on my mind, did you really love me like I really loved you? Now it's just too late for us on second chance at love. So if you really want me like I know you want to, just give me all you got. Come get this second chance at love. Come get this second chance at love. I've danced in the shadows of your love for years. Now I know what place I settle for words and the lies and the tears. find what I'm searching for. A love that is mine and no longer yours. But the question on my mind, did you really love me like I really loved you? Now it's just too late for us, no second chance at love. So if you really want me, like I know you want to, just give me all you got. I'll get this second chance at love. I'll get this second chance at love. This second chance at love.
Spanking new music. Right here. DJ Larry Vee.
New school freestyle on the hottest station, Freestyle Music Radio.
I gave you too many chances. Things I regret. For me, one of them is loving you. For me, one of them is loving you. I can't believe you broke my heart. All this time I thought it was me. How could I be so blind from the start? From the beginning I should have known that someone else would come take my throne. I thought that we had a happy home. You would have never told.
Gave you too many chances, big things I regret. For me, one of them is loving you. I should have never given my heart.
Girl, if I could bring it back, I'd erase you forever. If I hold it back, I'll be happy to know you forever. Because you told the world apart. Now I hope it breaks your heart.
Now who's this guy calling me, telling me that he's your man, girl? He told me things about you and him. I'm so confused. I thought I was the only one, the one that you claimed was your man. He said I can have you, we understand, but I don't want you even no more. So grab your things and walk out the door.
Only one life, gave you too many chances. Three things I regret. For me, one of them is loving you. I should have never given you my heart.
Girl, if I could bring it back, I'd erase you forever. Without holding back, I'll be happy to know you forever. Because you tore my world apart. Now I hope it breaks your heart.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. That's Julio Mena featuring Coro. We're going to be getting into the interview you guys been waiting for, but before that, we're going to play Full Effect Tribal Mix. I hope you guys enjoy it. And then we're going to get into the Miguel Reyes interview. Share it up, share it up, share it up wherever you at. TikTok, Mixcloud, Twitch, YouTube. Guys, send a shout out to YouTube. I got a lot of love there. Shout out going out to Facebook, of course. Mad love going out to Facebook on the app. We got about 60 people on the app right now. And shout out going out to Facebook. They're doing their thing. They're doing their thing. Sharing up, sharing up. So you guys are ready? Here we go.
full effect is back.
Oh, yeah.
Back again. Get back is the incredible. Get back, get back, get back, get back, get back.
one of my favorite songs.
It's burning deep inside.
Yeah, welcome to Freestyle Music Radio. It's your boy DJ Larry Vee with Miguel Reyes right here live in person. It's been about 27 years we haven't seen each other, right?
Yeah, it's been about
We did a
long.
show in Hartford, Connecticut called the Fuga Jam, and the sound people that had to go down there got locked up. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember
Remember that? I mean, you can't forget that
No,
one.
I'm not gonna forget
This
that.
man still rocked the stage with like 2 speakers or 1 speaker or something like that. We still made it happen for the fans out there in Hartford, Connecticut. It was an embarrassment because, you know, a lot of the artists looked up at me because I was in the radio DJ, FM radio DJ back then. They're like, yo, you bring me to this shit, man? I'm like, my bad, bro. The lighting crew, the sound people all together, and they got locked up back then. There was some stuff going on in Hartford, Connecticut, and they did a raid and they got busted or whatever the case it was. So I apologize that 27 years later.
Don't
But I
worry
think I
about it.
apologized to you many times over
It's
there.
all good, man.
And, like,
There's always some drama somewhere. on
but you
freestyle.
rocked it. You know what I like about you? You write your songs, and I can tell how you write your song. Like your first song you wrote, Out of My Mind, it's like amazing, man. I love that track.
Yeah, a lot of people ask me, you know, who was I writing that song about? Actually, that's the first song I ever wrote when I was with the group Full Effect. So that's my official first song that I ever wrote. And just at the time, I just put myself in a state of mind if I were to lose someone close. And that's basically how the lyrics came out. It's funny because the song means more to me now than it did when I first wrote it. 'Cause, you
How
know,
old were you when you wrote that song? Because you must have been a young kid.
Yeah, I was probably like maybe 20, 21.
Wow. Wow. Cool.
Yep, the peak of our youth, you know, young, wild, and free back
Yeah,
then. That's
back
how
then,
we were,
yeah,
man.
It was wild and crazy like that. Yeah. All right. So what inspired you to become a freestyle singer? I mean, you could have went to salsa. You got a unique voice. You know what I'm saying? You have a unique voice that stands out. A lot of artists don't have that. I mean, this in freestyle, you have that, you know, Tony Moran that stands out, George Lamont that stands out, Stevie B that stands out. Many artists have that unique voice, and you're one of those voices that do have that unique voice. What inspired you to become a freestyle artist or a dance artist or whatever you wanted to get into? I mean,
Well, I chose freestyle because when I first, growing up, you know, during that time, I was a hip hop freak. You know what I'm saying? I was all hip hop.
I started in DJing hip hop.
Right. So
my name was
mean,
DJ Larry Nice, then it went to Larry Vee.
So growing up in the Northeast, you know, hip hop just came natural to us. You know what I'm saying? So when I started hearing the freestyle, I was like, man, this is something new, something different. And then I started hearing it more and more. Then I started buying the music. I think the first someone I bought was the Lisa and Cold Jam.
Okay.
And then I started buying the vinyl. And when I started reading the credits, I realized that, okay, most of the singers and artists are Latin. The producers are Latin. And I'm like, oh, wow. Now there's some identity to this, you know what I'm saying? I think now I have vision. I said, I think I could do this. So that's what inspired me, the fact that most of the artists were Latin, most of the producers, editors were Latin, and that's what hooked me into going into the freestyle genre.
Sounds good. Let's talk about your project with the group Full Effect. How did you came up with that name? How did you guys get together and decide to do these projects?
Well, in the early stages, since I had no direction, I knew I wanted to do the music. Everybody had their record player and their cassette deck, you know, so I used to do like recordings of me just singing bars, and I would carry that tape with me everywhere. Because, you know, during the freestyle era, everybody was all hip to the same style.
Exactly.
You know, so when you went to a club, that's all you heard, you know what I'm saying? So everybody was affiliated with it. So I'm like, you know, I need to carry this tape because I don't know who I'm going to run into. You know, so I ran into some people that were looking for a singer out of the Philadelphia area. So we were able to meet. I gave him my tape, and I said, look, I'm just singing over bonus beats and bonus tracks, you know what I'm saying? It's just listen to the vocals. If you like it, let me know. Next day he called me. He said, listen, we're working on a song. We want you to come down to Philly, and the rest was history. That's when Full Effect finally was born.
All right. So why the Full Effect is spelled like differently?
Oh, it's spelled differently because when we did our research, we found out there was a record label called Full Effect Records,
yes,
which is spelled exactly how it's pronounced, Full Effect, you know.
Exactly.
So we just used, you know, full, and then we just added the A just to make it, you know, spell it different, so we don't, you know, so we didn't get in trouble with using the same title. So, And at the time, being in North Philly, we always use that term. Oh man, that DJ's in full effect, or this guy's in full effect, or this guy's smoking in full effect. So it just stuck to us, and that was the name that we chose for the group.
All right. And Full Effect came out with an LP, like an LP song, Remember the Days, Don't Leave Me Now, Out of My Mind, one of my favorite songs. Let's talk about that song. You talked about it a little bit, but I mean, like the writing that went behind it. You were just sitting down one day and...
Well, going back to Full Effect, like Remember the Days was our first release.
Okay.
Those were co-written with me and the two other members.
What their names were?
That was Bobby Rodriguez and Robert Pacheco. Okay. And we all co-wrote Remember the Days. And if you listen to Remember the Days, it has like that Noel flow.
Yes.
Because at the time we were fans of Noel. But prior to that, we had other songs that we were working on, but we got tired of working on the same songs over and over. I said, look, we need something fresh. So basically, Remember the Days, I remember, was pretty much done over the phone. I'm back home in Jersey, and I'm talking to Bob on the phone in Philly, and we're going back and forth. He goes, hey, I got this sound, and, you know, we're trying to write the lyrics over the phone. I'm singing him a few verses, and finally we got to the studio, and we put together that song. And then the second release was Don't Leave Me Now. Now, if you listen to Don't Leave Me Now, that's the total opposite of Remember the Days. Now, Don't Leave Me Now pretty much was... That song created the identity of Full Effect. The sound, to the lyrics, to everything. That song, we had so many details. And if you listen to it, that was during the new school era. The Carlos Barrios, Lizette Melendez. So it had a lot of that influence. And since the DJs since the producers I was working with had a lot of hip hop influence, had a lot of hip hop in the song as well. So we used a lot of those elements together, and we created that sound. And then what we did was we used a piece of the music of Don't Leave Me Now, and that's when I created Out of My Mind. So Remember the Days, Don't Leave Me Now was co-written with the other two members, and Out of My Mind was strictly written by myself. So we featured that same song on the record.
All right. Got a lot of history there, huh?
A lot of history, man.
So you went solo, right? And you was featured on Tasmania Records Volume 3, Stronger Than Ever, 1994, right?
Yeah.
Well, those are the times,
Yeah,
right?
93, 94.
Those are the times?
Yeah, after me and the guys broke off, I was on hiatus there for a while. Like, I was like, okay, now what? What am I gonna do? You know, the music, I was listening to a lot of the songs that were out there in the market. I was kind of studying it a little bit. My writing had gotten better. So now I had no direction at that point. So to get into the creation of how Those Were the Times was born, all I remember was, and I told the story millions of times, I remember walking down the path where I lived, because we lived like on a dead-end street, and I remember just taking a walk, and I remember praying. I remember, you know, hey God, hey listen, you know, we all go through different transitions as we get older, either in our teens, our 20s, 30s, 40s, we all go through different transitions. So in that particular moment, I was like, okay, Father, you bless me to be able, you know, you bless me with the talent to sing, perform, and write lyrics. I'm no longer with a group. What's my next direction? So as I was praying, I said, okay. I said, this is what I'm looking for. I said, I want to be able to write a song that everybody's going to remember me by. I mean, everybody. I want to be able to write something, not only to remember me by, but I want to be able to perform next to the best of them on stage as well.
Definitely.
So,
all right.
I'm good.
Take your time. You want to take a break?
We're good.
Okay.
It's a little emotional because, you know, I remember when I was, you know, at the time before the lyrics came out, you know, just you think about everybody when you go through transitions, you know, so, and God works in mysterious ways. And I'm not trying to get religious, you know, because I'm a sinner by day, sinner by night, but I know exactly where I want to be, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to preach religion here. But as I was saying that prayer, you know, it's like God spoke to me and said, okay, listen, I'm going to give you this, but I'm only going to give you a little bit. And the reason for that is because I want you to come back to me at some point, you know. So from that point on, that's when the lyrics just started coming. Just started coming naturally. And after I finished the song, you know, I remember showing it to a few people, and the few people that I showed were metalheads. that I used to hang with, to party with. And I said, guys, I know you're not into this type of music, but I got a song that I wrote and I'm gonna sing it to you guys. We're all there drinking, having fun. It's like a little bonfire. And when I sang it, they all stayed quiet for like 30 seconds. And they said, you know what, man? We are not into that type of music, but something about those lyrics touched me. And I said, bang, I got it. So it was just a matter of time. And I'm real good friends with Sammy C. You guys know Sammy C?
Yes, definitely Sammy C.
And like a week later, after the song was written, Sammy C reached out. He said, hey, man, I'm with Tasmania. They know of you. They want you. When can you come in? And I'm like, man, you know what? I got a couple songs that I just wrote. Yeah, I'm down. And that's how I got with Tasmania, and that's how everything started.
My favorite part is after all that we've been through, I asked myself what was worth every day of my life. But when I stopped to think of you, what you've done for me, I come to realize you were my everything. Those were the times. How you came up with that? Just that little part right there. That little part is like, wow. Like,
oh, you got it written down.
Yeah,
Wait.
I gotta write it down.
Wait. I asked myself. I have to sing it. I asked myself, was it worth? Okay, but when I stop and think of all you've done for me. See, when you're with, when you're in a relationship, whether it's a relationship or just a friendship relationship, and as I look at the words, I look at it again just to make sure I give you the right interpretation here, because I don't want to go off course here. So when I stop and think about, because sometimes when people break off, whether a friendship or a relationship, they always have something bad to say. They don't think about the memories and the experiences that you have with that person, and those are the experiences that you mature and you take in and you move on. So you leave that person with respect and say, you know what, I know it didn't work out, but I wish you well regardless. And that's basically what that line interprets.
Nice. Now we was gonna go to Someday, but we've been talking about those are the times. We're gonna save Someday for the next one.
No problem.
It's okay with you?
Yeah, problem. No problem.
You don't mind singing this song?
Which one? Someday?
No, those were the times.
I'll sing a piece of it, but I gotta do it live. Since we got people here, you guys can give me a clap, and then I'll sing a couple verses off of it. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds good.
Oh yeah. After all that we've been through, I ask myself, was it worth every day of my life? Oh yeah. But when I stop and think of all you've done for me, I come to realize you were my everything. Sing along. I'll always remember with you. Ooh, yeah. Those were the times I'll always remember with you. The strength you've given me to move on, give up the best of times for one misunderstanding. Still I can't explain, oh no. Now all I have are pictures on my mind, wondering what could have been if we could bring back how we used to be. Those were the times I'll always remember with you.
I don't hear nobody answer. Like, whoa, what's up? Where's my chorus?
Those were the times, yeah. I'll always remember. And I want to thank you, yeah. Yeah. Those were the times. with you.
Wow, a lot of memories.
Wow. Woo! I remember that song. That song, I played it on 91.7 WHUS, and it made a lot of buzz. And you was up in like in the #1 chart at one point, and we did a monthly countdown in 91.7 WHUS, and you was #1. Tasmania was just kicking butt. And then you came out in volume 3, and I'm like, who's this guy? Who's this guy?
Yeah.
And then people calling up. Those are the time. I want to hear that song. Who sings that? Who's that? It's Miguel Reyes. And they were like, because you have that unique voice that stands out.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that song definitely took me on a path and journey that no regrets. No regrets. I mean, it's been a beautiful ride for sure.
All your songs are based on, when you write, of life experiences?
I'm a storyteller, man.
A storyteller?
Yeah, I'm a storyteller. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's in my blood. That's how I like to write. That's how I like to express. It's all about expression. I think people misuse that concept as a singer-songwriter. Like, I know people go about it as competition. Oh, I need to write this type of song because this and this person's writing about this, or this and that person's writing about that. Just be yourself and just express within. And those are the best songs. Those are the best songs. Like, if I listen to freestyle 24/7, that's exactly what it's gonna sound like. Everybody else's stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you have to study, research. Not so much research, just listen to what everybody else is writing about. There's just so much more out there to write about than your standard, predictable type lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Because what I'm hearing now, and I don't mean this in a bad way, people are still writing about what we were going through 25, 30 years ago. And the lyrics are so predictable. A lot of these songs start off with heartbreak and end with a heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? So where's the inspiration in that? And if you're gonna write something interesting, at least somewhere in your bridge, write that you're gonna get over it, you're gonna wipe your tears, you're gonna get back on the path, and you're gonna be all right. So, but if you start off sad and end sad, that's a little jaded right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm through with that. So that was 20, 30 years ago when I was writing stuff, when I was growing up, when I was going out, when we were out there wild and free. You know what I'm saying?
Having a good time,
we were out there
fun.
experiencing, trying to figure out life. Now, as we're older, I see things more spiritual. I see things more in a positive way, and that's basically the path I'm trying to stay on, and that's what I want to write about. And it comes from inside, so it's all about expression. Everything's about expression, or any type of art expression.
All right, we got a question on TikTok. Trying to figure out who's the person is asking this question. They say, who would you like to work with? I think it's Crazy Mike. Crazy Mike. No, it's not Crazy Mike. It's let me see if I could pull him in here. I'll pull him in there real quick. Give me a second. They don't have a name. Oh, DJ J Rock. DJ J Rock.
DJ J Rock.
DJ J Rock want to know, who would you like to work with?
Me, personally, who I like to work with, I've been trying to work with this person for like the last 15, 20 years.
That long?
Yeah, but he's a family man just like myself. Family comes first, everything is secondary. We've talked about it numerous times. Is my good friend and brother, Rudy Fausto.
Rudy Fausto, amazing. That man's amazing.
He's a storyteller just like myself, and I told him, I said, we need to hook up, but it just never happened. So who knows? Maybe sometime in the future, before we get too old and gravity catches up to us, maybe we might be able to meet that expectation.
So you was living in New Jersey, right?
I grew up in New Jersey. I grew up in South Jersey.
Okay, and then from there you moved to Chicago.
Yes, I was dating my wife of 20. What? How long's it been, mate? 26 years. We've been together now. We've been together for 26 years. Been married for 26 years.
Woo! Congratulations.
And yeah, from Jersey, we met. I met her in Chicago. We were doing the back and forth thing for a while, and then we got together, and here we are.
And definitely, I mean, you got a lot of fans in Chicago.
Chicago,
yes. A lot
yes.
of fans in Chicago. They love you out there.
Chicago is definitely my home. I don't care what anybody says. Chicago's my home. That's where it happened for me, and it's kind of weird because I grew up in the Northeast, so all the expectation, all the excitement, I wish would have happened home, at least some of it. But it all happened there. So it's kind of weird how that is, because when they told me, hey man, you are making a lot of noise in Chicago, and I'm like, Chicago? I didn't know anything about Chicago. Only thing I knew about Chicago back then was Good Times and the projects, Cabrini Greens. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. You know? I didn't know about Humboldt Park till later. So actually when I went there. And that was an experience, my first day there. But big love and a lot of shout outs to all the brothers and sisters in Chicago, because they were the ones that really took Those Were the Times to another level. I mean, that song's become like their national anthem out there for sure.
Wow. So how you came up with the album, Everything,
May and Everything After?
Yeah, Everything After.
Real quick, yeah, I had, the reason why, because everything happened in May.
Yeah.
The album dropped in May.
So when you went to join Tasmania, Volume 3, your song came out when after that? A year, or was it 2 years?
I want to say it came out, I remember recording it in the spring of 93, and I think it featured sometime in November and December of 94.
94, okay.
And from that point on, it just started building and building. See, you gotta understand, most of these artists that come from your classics, the originals, they all have a story. A lot of them went through that filtration process to try to really get out there. With this song, Those Were the Times, it wasn't really promoted. It was just thrown out there. Remember, it was in a compilation with various artists. And the reason why things happened so big in Chicago, a lot of people don't know this, the song got added to regular rotation at a party radio B96 in Chicago. And it got added to the station because of the tremendous amount of requests that it was receiving from the fans. And that's how I met Tim Spin and Shomer. Because Tim Spin and Shomer, before I met Tim Spin and Shomer, he was already having talks with Tasmania and say, hey, who's this guy, Miguel Reyes? I have him on my mix number 1, mix number 2, mix number 3, and I'm getting tremendous amount of requests for that song, Those Were the Times. So when the song got added, I was making some noise. I was featuring in Chicago. I was going back and forth to Chicago. It could have gotten so much bigger, but what happened was when you have a song out in the market, you have to have that one song available in the market. And the only thing that was available at the time was the compilation with various artists.
Yes.
And the vinyl, which only benefited the DJs. So by the time the label reacted to getting the cassette singles out at the time, the song got dropped and it was being tested at other stations, but they didn't want to chance adding it because there was no product of that one song in the market. But the fact that I got added was huge because that just doesn't happen unless you go through some type of process. You know what I'm saying?
We call that in the radio world P1 station. That's commercial station.
Right. So big thanks to Chicago for giving me that opportunity.
P96, huh?
Yeah, and you know what? To add to the story, the music director at the time in Chicago reached out to the music director back home in South Jersey. We had 2 stations in Jersey. We had Q102 out of Philly, and then when you drove down to the Jersey Shore, you had Boss 97, the sister station.
Yep.
So the music director calls the music director in Jersey and says, listen, we have your hometown boy over here from South Jersey making all this noise here in Chicago. How's he doing back in South Jersey? You know what they do? They contact Tasmania and says, why don't we have product of this guy Miguel Reyes in our collection? Or you have the product, because I remember Tasmania, they always send packages of 3s, 3 vinyls, 3 CDs of everything. You remember?
I used to get it.
So they said, wait a minute.
And pictures.
Exactly. Said, we've been sending you guys pictures and packages and promo kits of all our stuff for the last 6 months, and now you guys are calling to find out because you got a call from the music director in Chicago about this guy Miguel Reyes. Come on, you guys already had him there. Yep. Make it happen. They never did. But big ups to Chicago always, man. Mad love for my brothers and sisters out there. For sure.
So let's talk about your next song, Someday. Let's talk about it.
Someday, actually, I wrote Someday before Those Were the Times.
Wow.
Someday was written when I was with Full Effect, which was the next song we were going to put together. But since we broke off, I saved it, and I ended up using it as a second follow-up release to Times. To me, Someday, as a writer, to me, that's my personal best song, and to me, I feel like that was probably the best song I ever wrote, honestly. I love the song. I love to perform the song. I thought it was a great follow-up to Times. I thought back then the production was rushed a bit. I thought they could have did a little bit more with it, because what happened was when the song got added, when Those Were the Times got added, they wanted more right away from Miguel Reyes, and kind of hurt me a little bit there. You know, I mean,
you always could do a remix to it. A 2023 remix, 2024 remix to it.
I don't think I want to touch it.
You don't want to touch it?
I don't think I want. And if I do, maybe it'll be like in the form of a ballad or maybe a different genre.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, nah. I just love it the way it is. I love it the way it is. You know, I don't want to mess with it.
Baby.
Yeah, I love to perform. It's a very easy song to perform, and when I perform it strictly live. I don't leave none of my background. I do the verses, everything strictly live, because it's such a meaningful song. It just brings me back to a certain time growing up, and it just has that memorable tight flow.
Nice. You want to introduce it, and you're on Freestyle Music Radio.
Oh, that's the next track?
This is the next track?
All right, the next track is Someday. My personal favorite. It's the best song I ever wrote. Enjoy it, and here it is.
It's Miguel Reyes right here on Freestyle Music Radio.
Hey, someday I will wait. We will be someday. We will be. It's been a while since I've seen you. Brings back the memories when we were young, wild and free, living our own destiny. I never thought I'd see you again. I feel this sudden change. I hope you're not a part-time stay. Then go your separate way. Someday we'll find the love we had and relive the memories. I'll stop the world, girl, just to be with you in my arms again. I'll wait for you no matter how long it takes. I will wait. I will wait. Speechless with words and what to say. Now that you are here, the look in your eyes tells me nothing has changed. Can't you reveal your feelings to me? Let's try this time to work this out. Tell me if there's a chance. Confusion seems to take over your mind, but you prove to me you care. Someday we'll find the love we had and relive the memories. I'll stop the world, girl, just to be here with you in my arms again. I'll wait for you no matter how long it takes. I will wait. I will wait. Remembering times when we said our love will never make us change. Let's bring it back together, together.
Wow. Let's get it. Party over here, Larry Vee's FMR in the place.
pieces will live.
Oh, forgot the words. Because I rarely sing this part at the freaking concerts.
Lonely fears I must surpass. If you choose another path, I'll wait for you. If you fear there's faith in our love, I will wait. I'll wait. And relive the memories. I'll stop the world, girl, just to be here with you in my arms again. Yeah, I will wait. I will
I don't know how I'm killing it because I just came off a bug and I'm like, woo! I got water right here. Got me out here doing this live, concert style, man. What's up, Larry? Man, you might have to I might have you jump in.
Woo! So let's talk about some other stuff in your interview. And so you had any, like, what are some of the skills and challenges you have learned that face you in your singing career? Any special skills that came? You know, like some people learn how to play the piano, some people had learned how to play the guitar, some people produce. Any skills you learned from this experience?
I wish I could have picked up and learned the guitar. I mean, piano I learned because as I got better singer-songwriting, I was able to at least find some chords, and I'm like, okay, I want to use this sound or these type of chords. So I would tell the producer, okay, I want to play it like this or play it like that. So yeah, after a while, once you know the chords and sounds, I mean, I'm not a natural player,
of course,
but I could play by ear. Like I can hear something, all right, that's in this key here, let me try this here, then that, and then I would just record it and save it, get with the producer. If he's a piano player, he'll know exactly what to do, and he'll take the little that I did and expand it to something beautiful. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
definitely. What is your favorite song to perform on stage?
The one I just did now, Someday. Someday. It's just like I said, it's just a nice flowing song, and it's a beautiful song, and my all-time favorite.
If anybody got questions out there, you can hit us up on Facebook or TikTok. Put it in the comment box, if you don't mind. Ask,
It's fine, man.
So what was your first performance, and what was your best performance of your career so far? So your first performance is two questions in one. Your first performance, and what was the best performance you ever had that gave you goosebumps?
The first performance was when I was with Full Effect.
Okay.
Because that was the first time I ever went on stage with the group. I mean, we did a show out in North Philly. I forgot, it was a big hall called the Portuguese. It was myself, it was Noel, it was Lizette Melendez, and Tony Moran, us four. So that was my first feature show. Like I said, I was nervous, but it worked out. People knew the song, and it was a good experience. My best show? That's hard to say because performing is a topic within itself. I mean, performing was never my strength. It never was. And I found out that in the earlier stages, I mean, we all did it, the lip sync. I didn't know any better. Like I said, I didn't have a coach. I didn't have nobody guide me as to how to perform or how to do it. So some of us who started with lip sync, and I always felt that lip singing was the hardest thing to do because you had to stay in sync with your music. So if you're out there, if you're one of those type that is hyper, likes to jump around, you're gonna skip around on your lyrics, and people are gonna be like, oh, he or she is lip singing, So I just found it difficult. I learned later on. I think the last 5 or 6 years, I've really gotten better performing live, and the reason why to me is easier live is because I can get more intimate with the crowd. I can arrange my show mix where I can extend it. You know what I'm saying? I could practice a little better where I can come in and get intimate with the crowd and stay on cue with where I have to come back on the hook of the song. Now, I've learned that by observing the best of the best, and by watching and observing, I'm like, wow, how does he or she do it so naturally live? And it's just it's just practice, arranging your show mix where you're gonna be comfortable, and just practice.
Eddie Ed just said a question. He said, your best show was with me in Pennsylvania.
Oh, Eddie Ed, my brother. Yeah, I don't think that was the best show, but it was a good show. It was a good turnout. We had a good time. I remember that. Wow. So peace out. Shout out to brother Eddie Ed out there in PA. But I think the best show I did was back in 2018. I did a show back home in my hometown.
Okay.
It was me, Full Effect. We were live on stage. We did all the Full Effect stuff, and we did all my current stuff. And one thing for sure, I like to do my sets live, but I'm very anal when it comes to certain shows and performances. Only because when you do something live, you want to make sure you have your monitors, you have a nice stage setup, you have a good sound person. Then I'm comfortable. Now, if it's going to be a backyard bar where I know it's just going to be off the DJ set sometimes, and that could be kind of distorted, and if there's no monitors, you guarantee you're going to be singing off pitch the whole time because you're not going to be able to hear your vocals, and everything's going to come off pitch. I had bad experiences. Only that's the reason why I know that. So I usually like to do big shows where there's, the right setup, the right sound.
Definitely.
But going back to my best show, I think that was back in South Jersey, back home, 2018, where I reunited with Full Effect, and we had a real nice performance, and I think that night was the best show for me.
Definitely. So, how you keep yourself motivated? How you keep yourself motivated with this freestyle? Because a lot of artists, I know you're not doing a lot of shows and stuff like that, but you keep putting out music. You did, like a couple years ago, you did another song. I think it was kind of housey, right? Back in the days, about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe.
I did so many, so I can't even remember. But what keeps me going? Industry? I love being in the studio.
Okay.
I never cared much for the stage. I never cared much about being in the forefront, either though it's part of the promotional package.
Of course.
But my high is the studio. So when I get itchy palms, I'm like, I got to get into the studio. I got to dig into my songbook, and then I'll work on like 3 or 4 different songs, and the one that I feel and the one that I keep going back to is the one that I want to, work on. So I just love the studio because I can express myself freely. I'm not in front of an audience. I'm there with the producer, and if the producer happens to be a singer-songwriter, that's just going to help me out because he's going to give me some pointers on what I should do as far as harmonies and making sure everything's in the pocket. So that helps out a lot as well. So my high is in the studio. If I could be in the studio 24/7, that's where I'll stay.
Nice. So since you're a songwriter, did you ever wrote songs for other artists?
I did have a song that I was trying to find an artist for the longest time, but I couldn't get people to commit. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably the hardest thing. And then I did reach out to one of the originals, I'm not going to mention the name, who showed interest, but since they're already used to working with their writers and their people, and they were successful with their people, they're not going to take a chance on anything that I have to offer and write. So at this point, no. I'd rather just continue to write what I want to do. If somebody wants to collab on something, like I said, I'd like to work with Rudy.
Definitely.
We could him and I can share thoughts, and I know whatever we share and put on paper is going to work.
Definitely. What kind of advice can you give to new freestyle artists out there, since you've been doing this for like 30 years, right? About 30 years you've been doing this?
Yeah, it's about 30 years. You know what? I have that written down because
You wrote it down?
This is very, very important, and I think it needs to be. And this is not just for if you want to get involved in the music in general. This is, somebody had asked me this question before, and I wrote this in detail. So pay attention. Let me see, I photo tagged it here. Hold on. Okay. First and most off, I wish somebody would have gave me this advice when I was coming up in the earlier years. If you're young, let's say you're in your teens between the ages of 15 and 20, and you want to get into the music business, learn to read music. Learn how to read music. Learn how to read music. Learn how to play at least 2 instruments. The ones that I advise would be the guitar and the piano, because those are the ones that singer-songwriters usually play or use when they go into their solo sets. Another thing, if you can sing with stage presence and have identity in your vocals, more power to you. If you can write, sky's the limit. Build a trustworthy management marketing team. If you're serious and apply yourself to what I just said and stated, the potential of becoming a star is right there. Just one thing, stay away, and I hate to say this, stay away from the freestyle genre because you'll never make it past the originals. If you want to go beyond yourself, if you want to go beyond and you know, separate yourself to stardom, that's the advice I wish I was told when I was coming up. And there's nothing to disrespect the freestyle genre. Is, you know, right now we know that the market is small.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody knows each other.
Exactly.
I got nothing against the originals because they paved the way for me.
Exactly.
You know, I was a fan. I was there. I would pay for concerts to watch and enjoy and observe and learn. And that's why I do what I do today, still, even after 30 years. But promoters, so you got to understand, the originals featured during the creation and the peak of the genre. And then after 92, there was a decline because radio wasn't supporting it anymore. So if you came out with something between the 80s and 92, you are considered in that classic bracket. So you're always going to be on the card. Even 20, 30 years from now, those same artists will be on the card. Definitely. But so even if you come out with something, say you're 15, 16, 20 or whatever, you do come out with something, yeah, you might make some noise depending on who your DJ is or your promoters or whoever's helping you. Yeah, you might make some noise, you might get featured on a countdown, you might get mentioned, you might get your little accolades, a little plaque or whatever for your contribution, but after that, that's it. There's no money to be made. You know what I'm saying? The only ones making money are the producers, because you have to pay them for your product to get mastered, your whole package, and the DJs that host and get featured or come out to do a show. They see the money first. As an artist, it's very hard. You know, either though and the only thing I ever did in this business, all I did was make noise. Okay. You know, that's all I ever did. I only made noise.
You made a lot of noise.
I made, yeah, with the one song. I wish I could have made more noise with several more songs after
You're
that.
making noise right now with this new track. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you know, well, it's hard because, see, I'm not out there all the time. I'm not out there. I don't do that many interviews. I'm not out there on Facebook. You know, I kind of just throw my stuff out there and just let the music speak for itself and let the fans decide, because fans are very important. You know what I'm saying? They're your main supporters. You know, so once you reach out to the fans, those are the ones that are going to give you the right feedback. Those are the ones that are going to support your music. Those are the ones that are going to buy it, stream it, you know, and that's the way. The fans. So you build up your fan base. You know, that's going to create some noise. People are going to be like, oh wow, this person's making some noise. Look at the family. He's got what, 10, 25, 30, almost 50,000 followers. That's going to create some attention. You know, and there's so many different angles to do it. I'm not going to get into it because I don't do it, but you know, but like TikTok and all those platforms are very important. You want to be very creative, and you got to understand too. You want to try to capture the younger audience. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the people that are buying and listening to the music are from the ages of 15 and 25. Nobody from our freestyle classic class is actually buying or supporting the music. It's the younger kids that are always on TikTok, on Facebook. Those are the ones that are listening. Those are the ones that are out there like, oh, what song is this? You know, they're streaming it. Nobody in our age group is doing nothing. I mean, yeah, they'll like your stuff. You know, they'll give you your props. Say, oh, yeah, I like it. But are they actually streaming? Are they actually buying it? Are they actually, you know? And the merchandise is good. I see a lot of artists do the merchandise stuff. You know, that's also a plus. If you know how to market it right and get it out to the right people, that's also a little bit extra change if you're not making money doing shows out there in the field.
All right. So we got a fan and also one of our mods from Freestyle Music Radio, Omi. She goes, I want to thank you for your songs. It always touches my soul. She's from Brazil.
Wait, did she just friend me earlier today? Because
sure.
somebody friended me today and said the same thing. I love your music. It touches my soul. And I meant to write that name to give a shout out. So that person's there. So, hey, Brazil. I'm very big in Brazil. I got a lot of followers in Brazil. One thing I can say, when I released my latest song, Thanking You, I sent it to a couple friends that I know from Brazil, and they were able to give it to some of the radio people out there, and they were playing it. See, the thing about Brazil is the market to hit, because Brazil is embracing freestyle as if it came out yesterday. Like in the 80s when we were all jumping around wild and free, when we were going to clubs and meeting up with different groups of people and enjoying the music and experiencing music together. That's what's happening in Brazil. You know, so even if I go to Brazil, I will have a sellout crowd for sure. Because a lot of them hit me up. When are you coming to Brazil? The thing is, I don't know anything about Brazil. I don't know any promoters out in Brazil. The only way that I would ever go to Brazil, if Stevie B reached out to me and said, Miguel, I want you on my tour to Brazil, because Stevie B is Brazilian. He speaks the language, you know what I'm saying? And he knows. You know, that's the only way I'll get on board with going to Brazil would be through Stevie B. I never got the call. I don't think I'll ever get the call, but that's the only way. So all you Brazilian fans out there, if you want me to come out to Brazil, reach out to Stevie B and say, hey, can you bring Miguel Reyes on your next tour to Brazil? And do it soon before we all get too old, before gravity catches up to all of us and we can't stand. At least I still look a little bit presentable enough to at least give you guys a performance out there in Brazil. So get with Stevie B, and then we'll definitely get out there for sure.
Willie Colon say Colombia too.
Colombia too. I do have some fans that hit me up from Colombia as well.
Definitely. My wife and Nasha Lee's going out there for a concert. They're performing out there. Man, I love going out to them.
Nice.
Colombia.
Nice. So shout out to our brothers and sisters in Colombia. Muchos saludos, bendiciones.
So let's talk about your new track. This new track, Thanking You. You gotta tell me some information about this song. This song I dedicate, every time I play it, I dedicate it to my wife. So tell me a little bit about this song.
This song I had in my back pocket for a very long time. And that's not the original version. I actually did a different version a few years ago that I recorded just to keep the song. And I knew I would go back to it someday. But as I heard it, it sounded too much like a ballad. And I said, okay, if I'm gonna get back into the studio, if I wanna put out something new, I need to upgrade the song. I need to give it a little bit more light. I need to give it a little bit more explosiveness to the song. So I had I finally finished doing the song, did the arrangements to it. I got it exactly how I wanted it to sound. This is when I was in Chicago, and we were just making the transition to move here. So once we got here, the song was done. I had no connections with nobody out here. I reached out to a few people, and they told me Luis Martes was here.
Yeah.
And he was affiliated with some of the people that I knew. So I said, all right, well, if you know him, then I will be comfortable to work with him. So I reached out to Luis. I sent him a copy of the lyrics. He contacted me right away. He goes, I love the song. When can we get you in here? And that's how we were able to put the song together.
So Luis Marte did the production.
He did the productions to the original mix. There is another mix out there that I did with my good friend and brother Jojo from Audio Jacks. It's also available out there as well, which is considered the remix, which I haven't really had time to really get out to most of the DJs. It's been too busy with other stuff, but there is two versions out there, but the original version that you're hearing right now with the beats per minute is the Luis Martes track.
And the song that you written, was it about your wife?
Well, my wife always complained.
What?
Now that she's right here.
You complain?
Not complain, but she always like, when you gonna write a song about me? I know all those other songs about your exes and all that. When you gonna write something about me? I want something written about me. I don't mean to put her on the spot, but she's right here.
This is a beautiful song. This is a beautiful song.
But yeah, the song was highly influenced about my wife.
Okay.
But when I listened to it, I'm like, okay, I need to change it. I didn't want the song to sound like I'm singularly writing about one person. I want people to hear the song so everybody can relate and say, okay, he's writing about his wife, he's writing about his friend, he's writing about this person. You're not gonna be able to tell. It's almost like the second chapter of Those Were the Times. Those Were the Times ended with closure. This one's is a love inspirational that everybody can relate to, no matter what age. Even though Those Were the Times, everybody can relate to it as well. So this is just like almost like a continuation, part 2, but it's more on a spiritual, inspirational love message.
Definitely. So you ready? You want to introduce it?
This next song, it was released June 1st. It's my latest song, Thanking You. I want to give a big shout out to the DJs out there that have been playing it, which is Larry Vee. Also, Manny Man has been playing it. He's in the house right here. What you doing, bro? ¿Qué tú haces allá atrás? Está en el teléfono. Yeah, DJ Manny right here in the house. Matter of fact, come over here, man. Let them see who you are, bro. Hey, what's up to the people? It's DJ Manny right here.
What's up, people? What's up?
He's been playing my song as well, and a few other DJs in your staff has also been playing the song. But big shout outs to also my brother. Like, remember, hey, this song, those were the times, went from friends to now turned family, and that's how everybody is in Chicago. They're family. So to my family member Tim Spin and Shomer, he's been one of the DJs that consistently been playing the song, and I thank you. I love you, my brother. Thank you very much. To all the other DJs, I can't remember all of them. There's DJ Rocket Romo. Love you, brother. There's DJ Mimo. Love you, brother. There's DJ Reich. Love you, brother. There's DJ, who's the other guy I just heard the other day? I don't want to forget anybody. DJ Rick Guerrero. I'll check you out on Sunday on TikTok, my brother.
All great DJs. All great
DJs. But if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the moment right here, so my apologies. And to all the DJs in Brazil that have been supporting the song as well.
Well, we got a few more questions, but we're going to play the song. And if you want to sing it, that's up to you.
No, I'm going to sit back on this one, man. I'm already hoarse style. Okay. Larry, you burned me out, bro.
I'm sorry. And we got a few more questions that came in.
You said that's your wife's song, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do a little piece of it, man. I'll do a piece of it for you, all right?
She want to hear it. She want to hear it.
What's the question?
No, we'll talk about the question later.
All right, here we go. Actually, this is the first time I'm performing this song. This is the first time. Yeah, the premiere, capital P. Figures you gotta put the whole intro. Like to cut right into it, man. The piano, yeah, beautiful.
There's no mountain. There's no mountain that we can climb. Oh yeah. There's no mountain we can climb together. I think it's time we take it one step higher. I never thought I'd meet someone like you. I see the changes in my life, and it's all because of you. I knew within my heart you were the one for me. And it seemed at times when all went wrong, you were always there.
Sorry about that. Get caught up in the emotions, you know what I'm saying?
I'm thanking you, I'm thanking you. Oh, yeah. I'm thanking you. Till my heart stops beating. We'll live forever young. When I touch your hand, feels like the first time. Like happy children holding hands in the rain. I see the beauties flowing through your eyes. Your touch is a tropic waterfall that's washing over me.
That's my favorite line of the song right there.
I knew within my heart you were the one for me. And it seemed at times when all went wrong, you were always there. I knew within my heart you were the one for me. And it seemed at times when all went wrong, you were always there. Alright, 'cause you were always there. Oh yeah. I feel like you fly. I feel like you fly. Thanking you.
Oh yeah. A little off pitch there, but you know what? I was in the moment there. You know what I'm saying?
Great job.
Thanking you. I'm thanking you. Yeah. I am thanking you. I'm thanking you. Whoa, yeah. I'm thanking you. I'm thanking you. I'm thanking you. I'm thanking you. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I'm alive and breathing. Because of you. Yeah. All right.
Woo! Put your hands together, everyone in here. Come on.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate the love and support.
Amazing job you did, man. Amazing job on this song. So we got a few.
Thanking you.
We got a few more questions for you.
All right.
So up here, Rack Attack asks, when is your next show?
I have no idea. Nobody's called me for a show in quite
Well-
some time. So
Well, we do the Freestyle Music Awards this year. Well, it'll be actually for next year, 2024. Sometime in February, March, I might be calling you up.
all right. That gives me some time to at least practice and rehearse to get back on the stage. More than enough time.
Definitely. I'm trying to see if we got any more questions up in here. How did you came up with the album cover? It reminds me of something back in the 70s, like the colorful vinyls and stuff like that.
Right,
back in the
right.
days when the Sasa came out, when a lot of vinyl
Yeah,
and
I
Sasa
got
and
you,
stuff.
yeah.
And when I saw it, I was like, yo, this is dope.
I wanted to keep it indigenous. If you look at the cover there, you got a little girl, a little boy. That's me and my wife. You know what I'm saying? Because it all goes back to the beginning, to our culture, going back to our Taino roots. So I wanted to give it that tropical, and you can see there's a Taino sun emblem on there.
Yes.
You know, it's our Taino symbol, the petroglyphs. So I wanted to keep the culture, but also going back to the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
All right. And where could the fans find your music? Where could they find it at?
What's that?
Where could the fans find your music?
It's available on all platforms. All the platforms have it. So anything from our
Amazon, iTunes,
Spotify. It's available everywhere. Everything from Full Effect to my most current.
All right. Any shout outs you want to give out? Any shout outs you want to give out there?
I already gave a whole bunch of them out already. I got to give one shout out to a friend of mine who called me earlier because he said he was going to tune in. My good
Louis
friend.
Marte's here too.
Louis is in the building. Louis, we got to get together very, very soon. Hold up. My friend Peter Mojica, he called me earlier. Friend of mine that I grew up with back in South Jersey. He was like, "Hey man, I heard you going live, Superstar. What's going on?" I'm like, man, it ain't all that deep, man. But he's the brother I never had. So big shout outs to Peter Mojica. I did most of the shout outs already, like the shout out back home to my peeps back home in South Jersey. I know my sister Yvette Reyes is watching. I got to give her a shout out. And everybody who's in the chat tuning in live. Big shout out to everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Greatly appreciate the love and support. And that's it. I can't think of anybody else. If I forgot anybody, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? So we're all good.
I'm trying to go through some of these questions.
Okay,
Some of
there's
them
some
we
more
answered.
questions in
Let's see if we have any more questions. Somebody's requesting you sing My Everything.
Oh my God. Let me tell you something about that song. That was a song from the album with Tasmania. It's actually, my wife loves that song. I never performed it because, like I said, I didn't have any management, or I didn't have, usually when you sing a song, you have somebody present there to help you, guide you on your pitches. We didn't have that in the early stages when we were doing these recordings. So when I sang the song, I sang it at such a high pitch, which I don't have, which I still have, but it's hard to sustain if you're trying to sing that song live, So I wish back then I would have sang it an octave lower, and it would have been a lot easier to perform. That's why I don't perform it, because I had to strain my voice from beginning to end to keep up with that song, So I would have to maybe edit it down.
But I'll play for them.
Max. Max is my brother and cousin from back home in South Jersey, Hamilton. He's requesting to do that song. I'll just do a quick a cappella for you on that one. I'm not gonna sing. Oh, you have it?
Of course, I got all your music.
Can you drop it like an octave higher? Because that song is very difficult to sing.
What you
That's
mean?
why we'd rather do
Right
it.
here- right here's your vocal
you know what?
controls.
Paga eso, really.
Paga esto.
Yeah, I'll do it.
You don't want me to play it?
You can play it after I do the acapella.
Okay,
because
good.
trying
Knock
to
it
sing
out.
that song, that's what I was explaining to her. It's a very difficult song to sing because when I did it, like I said, I didn't have any vocal coaching back in the day. So when I sang it at such a high level pitch, and I sustained that same level throughout the song. It was very, so for me to sing it now, I can only keep up with maybe the first verse, and after that I'm choking. You know what I'm saying? There's no drop down on the song. So I'm trying to remember the words. I'll do the hook. You're my everything, my love. What more could I ask for? You've given me when I had nothing at all. Hey, yeah. You're my everything, my love. Please take my hand and say you'll be my everlasting love. Woo! There it is, Brother Max.
Thank you.
That goes out to my brothers and sisters back in my hometown, Hamilton, New Jersey. Peace out, God bless. Hope I see you guys all soon.
Damn, somebody wrote, if you got any compilation, any future
future collaborations, don't know. Like I said, I mentioned my good friend and brother, Rudy. Rudy Fausto, maybe that's a possibility. But honestly, I think my journey to this genre is coming to a close, but
don't say it.
It's slowly coming to a close. But
we're gonna have to get you out there on stage.
But one thing I really would like to do, I would like to do another album.
Ooh.
Of putting my greatest song, my earliest tracks, have some of them remixed, some of my current ones, and maybe add one or two newer ones on there. And what I would like to do, I never had a record release party, even when I released that song with Metropolitan. So I would like to do a second album and go out with a bang. You know what I'm saying? Have a record release party, a place of my choice, artists of that I want to perform and celebrate with, and that's something I really would like to do. And I did speak to a producer about putting something together, so it's in the works. Not in the works, but we're just talking right now. But that's something that I would like to do to end, my 30-plus year journey in the genre.
Wow. Well, I want to thank you for coming down, spending time with us.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
And anytime you need something for us, we're only 30 minutes away.
I could use a beer right now.
I got you. I got some beer. I got some liquor. I got some food.
I haven't had a beer in a while, so yeah, I can use one right about now.
So right now we're going to play You're My Everything.
Oh, there it is.
Shout out to everybody on TikTok, Facebook.
You follow me
these memories of you can't seem to go away. My love for you is done, but the feelings seem to stay. Yeah. Every night I needed you to be there, but you hurt me. I just can't take the pain of these memories of you. Please take these memories away. I think of you each night and day of my life. I can't accept your lies. You broke my heart. Please take these memories away. I think of you each night and day of my life. I can't accept your lies. You broke my heart. When it was only you and I, we never had misunderstandings till your friends came around. I always felt like they came first in your life, but now I realize that this can't go on. Even though I feel the pain, I can't let you go. Please take these memories away. I think of you each night and day of my life. I can't accept your lies. You broke my heart. Please take these memories away. I think of you each night and day of my life. I can't accept your lies. You broke my heart. I always thought that you and I were meant to be, but now I guess that I was wrong, and I must deal with the pain. Please take these memories away. I think of you each night and day of my life. I can't accept your lies. You broke my heart. Please take these memories away. I think of you each night and day of my life. I can't accept your lies. You broke my heart. Please take these memories away. I think of you each night and day of my life.
Oh yeah, Miguel Reyes with memories. Miguel Reyes, you want to come here real quick? You wanted to do a shout out, right?
Oh yeah, this one individual I would definitely want to get a shout out to. I definitely forgot, but usually there's never enough support from artist to artist. You know, most artists kind of just go about their own way and they don't really acknowledge or even, you know, contact anybody as far as what they got going on, what he or she's got going on. But this particular person I definitely want to give a shout out to, and that's Jesse B. Freestyle artist Jesse B.
Yes.
Jesse B, you know, he goes live on TikTok and he supports everybody. So Jesse B, much love and support from me always. We definitely got to talk. So I just want to give you your props and your accolades for what you've done for the genre, and you know, considering, man, the situations and all the stuff you've been through. I mean, you're just as popular as any freestyle artists that's out there. So
Definitely.
that's much love and support, man, and I respect that heavily, man. So peace out to you and your family.
He won 2 awards from Freestyle Music Radio Song of the Year.
And that's beautiful. That's awesome. So continue to do what you do, brother. Forget about all the negative yap or what people say or what people do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's quick to escalate. But you know, by watching you and observing how you roll, you've pretty much blocked that out and continue to do what you do. So continue to do what you do, brother. We love you and we support you all the way, man. So peace out. God bless you and your family.
Definitely. I'm gonna play one more song. It's Out of My Mind.
Out of my mind.
You remember this one?
What version is this? The full effect version or the?
This one is gonna be the out of your album.
Oh, okay, the Tasmania album version. Gotcha. Yeah, hit it.
Quick shout going out to everybody out there who tuned in. This is the last song. Shout out going out to Bella Italia out there giving me gifts. Thank you. Shout going out to Macho, 1960-80 John Doe. Shout going out to Johnny Morningstar. What's up? JD Freestyle, the legend. Sammy, 79. Stevie Bo out there. Mad love going out to y'all. Shout going out to EBC, Rack Attack. Darling Music Fam, Jason. Shout going out to Ruben, Angel Martinez. Jahira. Shout going out to Abel Perez. Wilfredo Ramirez. I can't even say his name right, but anyway. Shout going out to you. Shout going out to DJ Manny. He's in the building. Max Guzman. My love to you going out to you. Yvette Reyes. All right, guys. This is the last song. Shout going out to Rack Attack. Don't forget October 6th at the Hard Rock Cafe, Daytona Beach, CC Music Factory, Cynthia. That's right, Suave is going to be in the building. It's all going down. October 6th. You don't want to miss this event. All brought to you by Crystal Melly Production. Hosted by Sal Apotetto. That's right, from Fever Records. Shout out to my lovely sons, Larry Vee Jr., Alex, Danny. Shout out to OCCD, to my wife, La Amazing Nana, to her brothers, her sons, Michael. Cut me off, girl. You can come here. You can do your shout-outs too. Don't worry. No me grita, okay? No me grita. Shout going out to Michael, DJ Wildlife, and DJ Elijah. E-Rock. Shout going out to Nasha Lee. She's in the building. Eric, DJ Manny. You want to say any final shout-out?
Yes, I'd like to have shout out to Jahira, shout out to Mylene, shout out to all of my people here on the platform present today. Shout out to my girl Eileen, who is in Maryland. That's my homegirl. And my family. Love you all. Shout out to Anthony Acosta, my good friend. And who else? And thank you all for joining us. Oh, yes, and shout out to my friend Frankie Cutlass. Shout out to you, too. Now, you're here. You're the host of the most. Now, I'm going to charge you for that little singing that I did. Okay?
I'll get you a beer. Once again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Luis Robles, don't forget to check him out. He's here on FMR doing his thing every Monday night from 8 to 10 on YouTube channel. Shout out to Rack Attack, Ava Perez out there. To all of y'all that tune in, to the whole staff of Freestyle Music Radio. I'll see you, this is a tough one, Friday. I'll be on this Friday coming up. Then I'm going on vacation for a week, so you won't see me. I'll be disappearing for about a week or two because due to training and also vacation time. So I'll be gone for a little bit, but I'll try to sneak it in when I can. So don't forget, next Friday, I'll be live again, okay? From 3 to 5. All right, guys, have a good night. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. Love y'all. Remember to download the app, www.freestylemusicradio.com. Peace. Love y'all.